How do you make a good choice? One, choose carefully. Choose carefully. Kindly, critically look among all the options given and ask yourself, and this is important, who am I? Who am I? You need to discover your purpose in life to know where your strength is, my dear. Discover your purpose in life. And the best way to discover your purpose in life is to engage in very many what? Very many platforms. I want you to find out why God created you. Is it okay? I don't know if I'm understood. Find out why God created you. It is important. If you don't know, kindly engage in very many platforms. If there is debate, go and debate. If there is football, go and do football. If there is netball, go and do what? Netball. If it is cookery, go and cook. Is it okay? If there is volleyball, please go and play. Engage in very many platforms so that you discover your what? Your purpose in what? In life. Is it okay? If that way cannot, by engaging very many platforms, go and do what your mother used to beat you for. That is your purpose in what? In life. I discovered my purpose in speaking. And I've got a lot of money from what? From speaking. I want you to discover who you are. Discover your purpose, please. Find out. Ask yourself, who am I? What do I want to do? What do I want to be? What do I want to have? Why do I want something? What will be the benefits of my choice? Find out. What will be the challenges? Make sure you know the challenges. Make sure you know the what? The challenges. Ask yourself. Ask yourself, in your heart of hearts, can you be a doctor? Can you be a lawyer? Can you be I've told you to be a lawyer, you need to be a great speaker. A great what? You need to be a great writer. Those people somebody writes a book like this, just a case. Can you be a great writer? Can you be a great speaker? Can you be a great listener? Do you have a very strong body language? And on a lighter note, I told you, on a lighter what? I said, can you be a great liar? Are you ready to go to hell? No. So ask yourself, ask your environment. Look at the school you are in. Is it okay? Can it facilitate you? Does it have the laboratories? Does it have the home economics club? Does it have a computer laboratory? Does it have a debating club? Because those are the things that are going to promote your what? Skills. Is it okay? Ask your mentor. I've told you must have a mentor in your life. Look for a mentor. It could be your teacher. It could be your head teacher. It could be your mother. It could be a doctor. But somebody must mentor you. Is it okay? So ask yourself, ask the environment, ask your mentor, ask God. Pray. Pray without ceasing. Pray without what? Ceasing. Pray every day. When you wake up at night, kindly pray. And my dear children, I'm telling you this. Never die before knowing your purpose in life. And the only reason how you can know that that is not your purpose in life, when you do something when you are not what? Happy. If you are in a school and you are not happy, please, you are in problems. That's why I said, just be happy. You can never go wrong with asking. Know what you want and pursue it. Don't gamble. Don't do what? Don't do something because of a friend. That friend will not be there when you are struggling. Is it okay? That friend, your mother will not be there when you are struggling with being a doctor, with being a lawyer. So, make sure you are on what? Decision. The senior sixes, of course, that is your decision. That course you choose, make it your decision. That combination you are doing, make it your what? Decision. Then make your own choice. Children, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, never allow anybody to control you, to manipulate you, and force you to make a choice other than your own. Let me tell you a story. I have a daughter of my brother. That girl, got 4 in P7. She got 17 in senior 4. She got 25 when they were still getting 25 in senior 6. The school chose for her law, because she was a very bright girl. 25. And she got government sponsorship. She studied for 1 term. And things did not go well. She didn't like it. After 1 year, she had 8 retakes. And she left law. She went and to do BBA, her choice. But it was already too what? Too late. There was no money. She's now a senior 6 dropout. Very bright. That happens when you don't make your own what? Choice. My message today, do what you love, do what you think you can do, not any other friend. I've told you, you can be whatever you want to be, you can do whatever you want to do, and you can have whatever you want to have. So never allow anybody to control you, to manipulate you, and force you to make a choice other than your own. The only chance you should give people is to advise you. Let your mother advise you. Let your teacher advise you. Is it okay? But never allow them to make your own. Because for you, you know how you passed mathematics at O level. You know what you did. You know how you got that distinction. Please do what you think you can do. Is it okay? The only chance you should give people is to advise you. And all the adage goes, let people advise you, but never let them decide for you. You know yourself better than other people. When you sit alone and reflect alone, you know what you are. That's why at senior 4, I chose history, not math. That's why the fact that I got the same marks in history and what? Mathematics. I went for what? History. Because I had comparative advantage there. I knew I would make it, and I made it. Because in senior 6, I got a B in history from Chibuli Secondary School. So you need to do what you think is right. You know yourself better than other people, and you live. Listen to this. You will live with yourself longer than any other people. Your mother will be long dead. Your teachers will be long dead when you are struggling in what? In life. Many people persuading you will be long dead when you are suffering. There are many people, your mother tells you, please, you must be what? A lawyer. My friend, your DNA is different. Your passion is different. Your ability is different. Your character is different. Your personality is different. You can never be the same. There are no 2 people in this earthly world. Even identical twins have a different what? DNA. Is it okay? You can find identical twins. One is bright and the other one is what? Not bright. A slow learner. So do what you think you can do. Then the other one, choose decisively. Don't go through what we have seen there. Somebody starts with PCM, then does PCB, then does what? BAG, then PEM, then HEG. So please, decide once. Make it a final decision, as long as it is your what? Decision. That lack of indecision is simply because people are not, they don't know who they are. They don't know their strength, their weaknesses, and so on. So choose decisively. And when you are emotionally stable and mentally sober, no. Choose when you are mentally what? Sober. Choose mentally when you're sober and ask yourself, your environment, your mentor, your God. Decide to choose. Go for your choice no matter what. Let nobody discourage you. Because I said you can't be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do, and you can have it all. I'm just a teacher, but I've had it all. In this earthly world, I've had it all. I've done it all, I've had it all. I've traveled everywhere in the world, and I'm just a what? A teacher. If I've done it, that means you can also do? Yes or no? Yes or no? Then the other one, choose in a way that you won't look back in the future with regret. That's why I'm saying stop, think twice, and choose again. And please, choose with plan B in mind. I did not want to be a teacher. From the beginning I didn't. I wanted to be an accountant. And I did everything under the sun not to become a what? A teacher. The only thing I didn't do was to go to a witch doctor. Not to be a teacher. I did everything, but God had his what? Plan for me. Possibly God thought and knew it wisely that I would have an impact, a greater impact in what? As a teacher, and I've done it. Think about any school I've been there very many times, talking to children and teachers and parents. If you went on YouTube, I have a YouTube one. If you went on TikTok, I'm there teaching, parenting and skilling. And I'm just a what? Because I did what I found my purpose in life. What is your purpose? Choose with plan B. What if you honestly thought was the best choice for you turned out otherwise? What would you do? Think about an alternative and please be flexible. Utilize all the possible potential. Many of people, even many of you, did not want to be here. You wanted to be in King's College, Budo, in one, but you ended up here. Yes, that is it. Accept. Is it okay? There is a reason why you are here. You will never know that reason. You will only know when you die, because God will show you that thing. You will only know when you die. Is it okay? So, just in case you are in Kyadondo, you have found yourself here, please accept what God has planned for you, because time is running out. So, what do we choose? What do we choose? And this is also important. Choose what you love. Choose what you. I want you to fall in love with your combination, with your choice, with whatever you are choosing. Choose what you love. Londa byokolachi. Donald Trump once said, never do anything for money, do it for love. Let love be the driving factor for everything you do. Because if you do something you love, you're going to be very creative. Is it okay? You're going to be very creative. You're going to be very innovative. So do what you love. It is love that keeps the sick people. It is love that makes people stay extra hours at work. And it is love that makes a nurse to wash a dirty patient she knows nothing about. It is just that love. It's love that can keep you going forward even when you are on a downward trend. Secondly, choose what is profitable. Remember, when you choose what you love, senior sixers, as you are going to choose, as you choose what you love, make sure it is profitable. But if it is something you love, first of all, you're going to be very innovative. You're going to be very creative. You're going to be very hardworking. You're going to have a lot of self-discipline. That is the beauty in choosing what you love and what is profitable. Don't make a choice that will mostly bring out your inferiority qualities and make you lose. Go for it. Make a choice that will profit you and your family, your nation and God. If your choice is not profitable, you'll fall out of love with it. And please, choose what is important, what is needed, and beneficial. For instance, there's a rising demand for digital marketing, for artificial intelligence, for organizational skills. You'll never go wrong. Choose the best you can do best. Choose the best you can do what? The best you can do best. Make sure you give it what? You give it what? Giving it all means give it your ears, give it your mouth, give it your hands, give it your heart, and give it your brain. Whatever you do, give it your all. If you are doing mathematics, please give it your what? Your all. If you are doing chemistry, please give it your all. I've given you the model. Listen to your teachers. Number 2, read as extensively as what? Possible. Number 3, ensure you write. Number 4, make sure you do what? You share. Number 5, please do physical what? Exercises. So that the brain is active. When you see people sleeping now, it is just sleep. The brain is sleeping now. Simply because the time they're supposed to do physical exercise, they didn't do what? The brain now needs to do what? To sleep. That's why whenever I wake up in the morning, I first do physical what? Exercise. Because the brain needs to be activated every day, every day. Go and do football, go and do netball, go and do volleyball, go and debate. Stimulate your mind as much as what? Possible. So choose the best you can do best, and choose what you can define well and briefly. Choose what you can define well and briefly. Be able to briefly but precisely define what you have chosen, in case someone queried you. Is it okay? Somebody says, why do you want to be a doctor? For why? And you don't have a reason? Why do you want to be a lawyer? Tell him I'm a great speaker, I'm a great writer, and I'm a great listener. Is it okay? You must have reasons why you want to be a doctor. They must be there in you. not somebody concocting them. Is it okay? For you to be a teacher, there must be a reason. Either you have a lot of passion for children, either you want to give a lot of guidance and counseling, or you want to impact on people's lives. Is it okay? But there must be a reason. So make sure you can define well and briefly what you chose. And in career goal setting, this will be important. And kindly note them down. In career goal setting, kindly note these ones down. 1, know yourself. Know yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your potential, and your threats. If you are weak in mathematics, it is okay. Is it okay? But make sure you go for a subject you can easily do what? Pass. Of course, sometimes you can go for a subject that is hard and pass it. Is it okay? But make sure you give it what? All. So know your strengths, know your weaknesses, potential, and threats. Number 2, make sure you know the projected employment market in the future. Are the jobs available in that particular field? Are the jobs available in that particular field? Then personal interest and comfort. I emphasize interest. I emphasize comfort. I emphasize love. I emphasize ability. I emphasize your emotional intelligence. Please do something you are able to do. Do something you are passionate about. Do something you love. Is it okay? Then the other one, please write down your goals and regularly review them. Make sure every day you get a piece of paper and write down your goals. When you write them down, they will be. Goals are good when they are written down. If you don't write them down, that is wishful what? Thinking. Is it okay? Then, of course, make sure you are knowledgeable about your career. Get as much knowledge about your career as what? As possible. Get as much information about your career. Know where the jobs are. Know how to get them. Know where the jobs are. And find out. If you go on the computer lab, just go and Google and find out what are the opportunities for a what? For a teacher, for a lawyer. Or what are the characteristics of a good teacher, a good lawyer. Please, if you are not a good reader, you are not a good writer, if you are a lawyer, be very cool. Is it okay? Because you are going to be a failure in that field. There are many people, I've seen lawyers who are poor and lawyers who are what? Rich. I've seen engineers who are poor and engineers who are what? Rich. I've seen teachers who are poor and teachers who are what? Yes. It is because the teacher knows that a good teacher has this character. A good teacher has this personality. Is it okay? A good teacher has this attitude. That a good lawyer must be a great writer. You must know the characteristics of your profession or your choice. So be knowledgeable, have information, and know the values. Then the other one, your career must be in line with your life goals. Your career must be in line with your life goals. It is important. Your career must be in line with your life goals. And of course, identify key targets. For instance, the subject combination. Make sure as early as enough you know where those subjects you chose, whether it is PCM, whether it is PCB, where they are taking you. Find out what is the essential subject there, what is the relevant, and what is desirable. Is it okay? Senior sixers, ensure you know what is desirable. Out of the three, which is essential, which is desirable, and what is relevant. And then you know where to place your emphasis. Is it okay? Your teachers will tell you that this is now desirable, this is essential, and this is what? Relevant. Because the essential carries more points at the university. Is it okay? So you must know, and you know where you put your emphasis. Then set standards in your academics. I remember when I was in P7 in Mengo Primary School with Nyombi Tembo, I wanted to get 235, 90 in GP, 90, 85, 90, 80 in mathematics, I think in 75 something, but I got 221. In senior form, my target was to get 25, 23, but I got 25. In senior 6, my target was to get 16, and I got 16. What is your target? You must know, put it everywhere. Because what you put is what you get. What you are hoping for is what you get. Remember when you, and listen to this, in life when you have hope, you get the faith. Is it okay? When you have hope, you get the what? The faith. When you have faith, you get self-belief. When you have self-belief, you get what? The conviction. You can't get conviction. Conviction is being more than what? Sure. Hope is the soup, isn't it? But and ukukiriza is faith. The first thing you should have is hope. When you have hope, you get the what? The faith. When you get faith, you get what? Self-belief. When you get self-belief, you get the conviction. You cannot get conviction without what? Hope. When you get conviction, you get the commitment. Some of you who are not committed, it is simply because you are not convinced that you are going to be good doctors. The moment you see yourself lazy, you don't put in effort, you are not committed, that means you lack the what? The conviction. Like those 70 people. Because they have hope, they have the faith, they have the conviction, self-belief, they have the conviction, they are committed. Who are you? Do you have hope? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you have the faith? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you have the self-belief? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you have the conviction? Yes or no?
Yes.
So make sure you identify key targets. Then set standards in your academics and identify mentors. Remember, develop principles and values and be assertive. Nobody should ever take you from what you like as long as you are convinced. Is it okay? Nobody should ever take you away from what you believe in. I believe in myself as a teacher and nobody will ever take me away from it. And I'm very proud of being a what? A teacher. When you are not proud of something, God does not give you any blessing. It is there in the scriptures. You must fall in love with what you want. You must fall in love with who you are. Remember, your choice of subject should be realistic and based on competency. This is what I've been talking about. Your choice of subject should be based on competency, because this world is after excellency. This world is after what? Excellency. Excellency, being the best. Try to be the best in whatever you are doing. A student should never select a subject because his or her friend has selected it, or because your parents have told you to do them without the guidance of your class teacher. You must choose what you are able to do. You must be competent in something. This world is after competence. Like I told you, if you have a talent, turn it into a skill. Is it okay? By practice, by training, by getting a role model, by getting a mentor, by reading, by writing, by listening, it will become a skill, and finally it will become a what? A competency. Because this world is after competency. It's after the best. If you're going to become a lawyer, make sure you become the best what? Lawyer. If you're going to become a doctor, ensure you become the best what? Otherwise you die dissatisfied. It is wrong for parents to insist that their children should choose subjects the parents did when in school, even when the children are not doing them well. Note that whatever combination you choose, good performance is key to success. Now, you need to point out here that in any career or occupation or profession, the following can make you succeed. It is only these ones which matter in any career or profession. One, and I've talked about them, your character. Is it okay? The way you behave at your workplace. Even your character now is a recipe for future trouble or success. Because you are just making noise, shouting, but at the end of the day, there's a lot. You are missing knowledge, you are missing information, you are missing values. You must start working on your values and character. Yesterday, if you have decided to sit behind there, it is okay. But you can't read what is on the blackboard. And we say to understand, you must listen. Number two, you must do what? Read. But those ones cannot read, meaning they cannot understand those what? Things. Because superstars sit in the front, isn't it? There are empty chairs here, but people are squeezing themselves there. Now, if that is not the devil, then I don't do what? Because the devil has kept people behind there. That's where the devil wants them to be. Because that's where they make noise, they write sheets, they laugh, they do everything. But you must sit here to listen to everything being spoken. You must be able to read what is there. Because you must read. Number one, you must listen. You must read. You must share. You must write. I know there are people who have not written down anything. That is how the devil does what? Mukama watu we yakole dunia. Sibo nanti agenda balungamia. Agenda kulungamia mbatuno nyo. That's why out of the 2 million who start, it is only less than 10,000 who do what? Who complete the journey. Those are the reasons. Now you see how they are sleeping. Seems that table is cast. This one. That table is cast. That your table is cast. Stand here to one table. Stand here. So your character, number one, your character is important. Number two, your personality, your personal standards are important. Are you sincere? Boys and girls, are you sincere? Are you faithful? Are you trustworthy? That is how to succeed in your career. It is not just being a doctor, being a lawyer. No, your character must be thick. Your personality, your attitude. Yes. Number three, you must have, or four, you must have clear goals. You must have clear what? You must have clear goals. Well defined, achievable, and aligned with your values and strength. And of course, hard work. Consistency, hard work. Hard work. Decision making, and perseverance. The other is, of course, continuous learning. Continuous learning. Make sure you learn something new every day. Learn something new every day. Because people who succeed are great learners. They learn something every day. They relearn something every day. And there are a lot of things they unlearn every day. Somewhere, somehow you might have learned obscenity. This is the time for you to unlearn it. Assuming that is the price you are going to pay to succeed. Because we said there must be a price to do what? You pay. Then, of course, network with friends. Please look for the right friends. Sibuli nkoko. Abamu babaloga. Abalane wabe basezi. Because I've already told you, only 3% in this earthly world, wherever you are, wish you what? Well. But the students, I'm telling you this, I want you to take it. Only 3% of people around you, wherever you are, wish you what? Well. And the first one is your mother. And I don't think you have a mother here. Do you have? Then, of course, self-awareness is key. Self-awareness is key. You must be aware of yourself, who you are. And of course, good habits are routines. Good habits are what? Routines. Your ability is going to be important. Your ability is going to be important. You must be able. But I said ability is nurtured and nurtured through listening, through reading, through writing, through sharing, through physical activity, and through cleansing your heart. You nurture your ability. We did not all begin from where we are. We only worked on our ability. Is it okay? We did not begin where we are. I didn't begin as a great speaker like this. No, I just learned over the time by practice and training. Always sitting in front, listening to people, asking questions. Then emotional intelligence, being aware of people's emotions. Be aware of people's emotions. That's why I told you, please be kind to me. Be kind to me. Speaking to about 300 or 400 people alone. And I don't have a mother, I don't have a father, all my brothers died. Nange musasi. Bamtasasi na batu namu tiwagenda bakulachi. That's why I said, please be kind to me. My only advantage is that I was born earlier. But some of you could even be brighter than me. Could be. So you must work on your ability now and again, every other day. Work on your ability. If you see somebody coming here to speak, please listen. That could be the time God could have planned for you to learn something. That could change your what? Your life. But somebody comes and you start making noisy, laughing. It doesn't pay. It doesn't pay. Children, boys and girls, it does not pay. Learning is every day. You can't do mathematics when you have the time for mathematics. And this is the time to get what? Knowledge and what? Information. Then the other problem faced by students. Problem faced by students in making career choices. And these are These are what? These are real. One, lack of a clear vision. Lack of a clear vision, lack of decision making. That one we talked about. Changing combinations every other day. Then students are not clear about their goals. Somebody is in senior 6 and they asked him, what course are you going to put? I don't even know. I don't even what? Somebody asks you that you want to be a what? Somebody doesn't know, but he has already made a choice of 3 what? Subjects at A level. But somebody doesn't know what he or she is going to do what? To become. That is lack of a clear vision. You don't know your goal. But I told you the first thing you should have, make sure you know why God created you. Eramba kakasabana mwe mbegayiridde temufanganga temutegedde lwaki Katonda yabatonda. Olikola ensobi newefiisafiisa. Wallahi omuliro gugenda okwokya. And the first thing, sign you see that you don't know why God created you is when you are not happy. God created us in this world to be happy. That's why I chose happiness. I chose happiness. I chose happiness. I'm always happy. And I'm always making humor. Then some students are not clear. Then interest and ability conflicting with your expressed interest. Interest and ability. You have chosen math, but you can't do math. You say, I don't want that teacher for what? Omusajja oyo yakola ki? Yantama. Nze chemistry yantama. Omusajja oyo yantamya chemistry. Please gende walala. You have lost it. You have done what? Lost it. Interest and ability to conflict with express careers. This may result from lack of knowledge or information about your goals. Then students whose aspirations conflict with that of their parents. Your parent can advise you, but never allow your parent to take your decision. Because your mother or father will be long dead when you're struggling in this earthly world on this globe. Because to succeed, your character and personality is important. But that is not your mother who is going to be there suffering. Then lack of decision making and problem solving skills. Lack of decision making and problem solving what? Skills. Lack of flexibility and unwillingness to change. And of course, lack of occupational information. I've told you, please, when you go on Google, find out what are the jobs that are available in your field. Find out the opportunities that are there in your field. Is it okay? So that you know where you put your emphasis. That's what I did. Then, lack of self-awareness and certainty about your interests. Strength. The setting it and I've heard people saying, that means you don't know yourself. I discovered my purpose. I now talk every day. I talk every day to over 200 audiences, you can imagine. I've visited the best schools, the best institutions, talking to parents, children, and what? Yes. And I've changed very many. That's why if I talk to you for 1 hour and nothing affects your heart, go manyabakolaki? Bakuloga. Atabantu banji babaluga. Kubanga shaitwan tekwagala akakobere dokita. Chovola bekule mesa, and you also know it. Even when you are coming to school, the devil says, where are you going? Where are you going? That is the stark reality. S-T-A-U-C-H. That is the stark reality. Then fear of making a mistake. Students don't want to make what? Let me tell you, students, it is okay to make mistakes. Because it is a learning what? It is a learning experience. The first time it is always an error. The second time it is a mistake. The third time it is deliberate. Nobody forgives the third time. The only person who forgives is God. But in this earth, on this globe, nobody forgives the third time. Because the first time it is an error, the second time it is a mistake, the third time it is a what? Deliberate. Then of course, lack of exposure. And then financial constraints. Some of you would want to be doctors, but your mother doesn't have the 7 million to pay for a semester at Makele University. 7 million. Ngani wana struggling for a bursary. She can't afford the 7 million. I want you to understand your parents. You are struggling for 1 million, but at Makerere, a semester is 7 million for medicine. Can you afford? That's why you need to struggle hard so that you go for what? For government. But I've told you government sponsors only 4,000. Students, can you afford? You need to work a lot harder than everybody. Because I asked you, Luachi, go sobola kugenda. Ngabali bona tebagenda. Then, limited access to resources is another problem. Now, as I'm planning to wind up, what do bright students do to succeed? What do bright students do to succeed? I want to take into account what bright students